YouTube family, my name is Alicia English and welcome back to my channel. Today is so exciting because we are making a road trip to go to Toronto. If you're new to our channel, about a month ago I got called for a first interview for a casting call for a Canadian TV show. And I'm really excited because I got called just the other day to be able to go for an in-person second interview. So we're heading on a road trip to Toronto, to the big city, to go for my interview. It is 4:15 a.m. on Wednesday morning and we are heading to drop the kids off about an hour from where we live at Nana and Papa's for the day because we are going on a road trip to the city of Toronto. I have a big interview today at noon and we need to get there in plenty of time. Good morning YouTube family, it's 6 a.m. and we just dropped the boys off at Nana and Papa's and we are headed to Toronto for our big adventure today. We are just pulling into Toronto and I can see the CN Tower ahead of us. We're just kind of stuck in traffic. It's super busy because it's basically rush hour morning traffic right now and people do this every morning on their way to work commuting. It's just crazy. I totally couldn't do this, especially when we're used to now living in a small town and I don't have to do this crazy busy traffic. But the beautiful skyline is just ahead of us and we're almost there. We just pulled into park where we're going to be very close to where my interview is going to be in a couple of hours. We're going to get something to eat, but when we pulled in, the parking spot that was available was my lucky number. It's my boy's birthday, 13-7, and it's also our town number. So that's a good sign of good luck for today. We just got to media headquarters and I'm about to go in for my interview. I'm super excited. I'm actually not really nervous at all because I know this is just a really exciting opportunity regardless of what the outcome is. So I'm going to go in to see what they're going to do for my interview and check out what this place looks like.
Oh, and there's a Home Hardware.
Oh yeah, and
right
if that's
beside...
not more good luck for the day, we're right beside Home Hardware.
Amazing.
We just finished the interview and came and had something to eat, and now we're gonna go explore Toronto a little bit before we head home to see the kids.
Can't go to the big city without seeing the CN Tower.
Can't go to the big city without going to the tower. Today is now Thursday, and I want to update you on how my interview went yesterday on Wednesday afternoon and tell you about the exciting thing that I'm working on today, as well as this weekend. So yesterday my interview went amazing. We drove about 3 hours to get there for about a 10 to 15 minute interview, had some food, and then headed all the way back. So it was a really big road trip for a really short interview, but I think that I did a really great job. I just went and really focused on just being myself and just answering the questions as best as I could. They asked me a lot of questions about my YouTube channel and why I started my channel and what I do on my channel. Tell them a bit about myself and just give them any details that I thought that they needed to know about who I was, which was really great to be able to share some of the stuff that we've been working on as a community on our channel. I also was really happy with the way that it was set up when we got there. It was so cool. The studio was awesome. You went up this tall flight of stairs and there were these gorgeous offices all set up like a studio with glass walls, and I sat for the interview while they filmed the whole time. So I had a camera in front of me while I spoke to the lady that was interviewing me, the production manager. So it was really cool. It was a super fun experience. Whether I get the part or not, it's totally fine. It was just super fun for me to be able to do this. I will know you guys are asking a lot in my comments or writing me on social media, sending me good luck and good vibes, so thank you for that. I should know within 2 weeks if I have the part. So if I don't hear in 2 weeks, then they've chosen someone else and that's totally fine. So I think this is a super cool opportunity. And then today was really fun because we got back late last night and then had to get ready today to head over to our favorite store, McNaughton's Home Hardware, because today I was filming a commercial for Home Hardware. So I was able to go to the store and reenact me going in and purchasing my paint like I always do at my favorite store, and they filmed the whole thing. It was really cool. And then headed back to my house here where they actually did some filming and footage in my dining room because we are working on a huge dining room transformation this weekend in collaboration with Home Hardware. So this weekend we're gonna show you guys what we're doing in our space. So I have dabbled just a little bit in the dining room right here, emptying the space, taping everything off, and getting a little bit of the painting started because we were filming that for part of our commercial. So Philip and I are now going to film and finish the rest of this transformation to be able to show you guys on our channel. And then Home Hardware, the gentleman that's coming to do all the filming, is going to come back next week and film the final reveal for the commercial. So it's been a really exciting week for us over here, and we're really excited to be able to show you guys all the stuff that we're doing behind the scenes. So I hope you enjoyed our little trip to Toronto yesterday, Again, thank you so much for all the good vibes, because I knew that you guys were all there with me in spirit and just excited for me with this opportunity. So it was so much fun. So I'm really proud of how I did. So just know I did the best I can, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I get any information. And I can't wait to show you the commercial that we're working on for Home Hardware. The gentleman that was doing all the filming, he had some really cool ideas for following a drip of paint all the way from production into doing a project in someone's home. So I think it's going to be a really cool concept for the commercial. So because I was doing the commercial today, I needed to be able to empty out this entire dining room that we had anything in here. So this room is just a completely blank white dining room. And then what I did on the commercial was did all of my taping and started the painting that I'm doing in this space. So I'm going bold with this one, so don't worry, hold your breath a little bit. I've chosen black to paint on the bottom portion of this dining room. I have a vision, I hope it turns out how I planned, but I'm looking for a really boho, earthy look in this room, but I really wanna have a little bit of an accent around the bottom. And so what I'm going to do is I've taped everything off for the commercial, and then I started rolling the first coat of black paint along the bottom. And I had to do it this way, or I normally would do the white that I'm doing on the top first, but because they need to film me rolling the black paint on the commercial, I've kind of had to do this backwards. So we're going to be kind of flipping our painting job here now that we're actually doing this for real life on this video. So it's going to be black all the way around the bottom and then fresh white on the top. The white paint that was already painted here was a little bit of a cream, and I really didn't like it because now that we've painted and done that beautiful accent wall that we did with Home Hardware in our living room, this room really looked yellowy white and I was hating it. It just didn't look as fresh now as the living room. So the top is going to be fresh, straight white out of the can. And then using my favorite Home Hardware, it's a beauty tone paint, Black Hat is what I'm using on the bottom. And so we're going to do it around the whole perimeter of the dining room. And then we're going to be adding all of our boho flair to this room. And I'm looking at creating some DIYs to put in this space. Before I go for my dental appointment, I'm going to run to London quickly and go to the fabric store as well as to the thrift store. I'm looking for some fabric to change the seats on my chairs in my dining room, as well as find something that I can use for my curtains, because we've had these up for a long time and they no longer match what we're doing in our house. So we need to make some adjustments to those. So let's go looking.
Thrifting.
Thrifting. Look at the color on this. Oh, it's reverse on the back.
I dig it.
Too many nice decisions to make. I do like the black and white for sure. There's a lot of nice choices. They're all really like very much what I'm looking for. You just have to decide what's going to look best in that space. But I'm trying to think of the overall main floor, what my plan is, to make sure that I don't want to change it later. So I've narrowed it down to 2 different bohemian style fabrics, and I think probably the darker is the better option, considering we have kids that eat at the table. That way, if anything spills, you really won't see it. So I think I'm going to go with the darker one, and it has this slight like bit of coraled tan kind of color peeking through, which I have a little bit of accents in the house, so I think it will tie it all in. And since we're doing the black and white, I think this little bit of black on the seat won't be too much. It'll just be enough to give it a little bit of dimension. I think I'm gonna go with the darker one. Happy with that. I think I'm gonna go with that. They're all so pretty.
I just ran into Value Village to see if I could find some curtains for the dining room. I hate buying new curtains when I can buy them at the thrift store for so much less of a price. And I always look out and find really cool ones here that you can't find anywhere else. I'm gonna look and see what they have.
I think it's really fun to be working on this dining room transformation, because for me, this is where my business all started. When we first moved into our house about 6 years ago, the first thing that we had to do was get rid of this hideous old mid-century modern light fixture. Not cool mid-century modern, but like awful mid-century modern. And the only thing in the house that I had to change right away was removing an awful light fixture. And so we quickly went to a Habitat and found the cheapest light fixture we could find to replace it. And me flipping that mid-century modern light fixture, I actually traded for 2 dressers, which I transformed and upcycled and actually started my whole business selling. So my whole business started from being able to do the first thing in this room. So I'm excited to see how this is gonna transform. Today I'm actually going to have a tooth removed. I had a filling fallout from when I was a kid and I have to have the tooth removed. So today I have the fun pleasure of going to the dentist, and then when I get back, I'm going to be finishing this space up. And so you guys are going to see this transformation in tomorrow's video. So make sure that if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and turn on your notification bell. That way YouTube tells you when we put up new videos. You don't want to miss this room transformation. We're gonna go from plain white to beautiful boho. Thank you so much for everyone's support. It was amazing yesterday to go to my interview knowing that you guys were all there with me in my corner. I love you guys, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video.